The change nobody expected: low ambient music. Slow aerial shot of Giga Texas at sunrise. What if I told you the most important change to Tesla's Robotaxi project wasn't announced on stage, wasn't tweeted by Elon Musk, and didn't come with a flashy render or viral headline? What if the real update happened quietly inside Giga Texas? Because something has changed. Not just the design of the CyberCab, not just the manufacturing process, but the price, and what that price now tells us about Tesla's real plan for autonomy. Tonight, we're not repeating rumors, we're connecting dots. Factory layout changes, supplier movements, regulatory filings, Elon Musk's wording, what he says and what he suddenly stopped saying. And when you put it all together, a different picture of Tesla's Robotaxi emerges. Not a futuristic concept, not a moonshot gamble, but a manufactured, cost-optimized, deployment-ready vehicle that may arrive sooner and cheaper than anyone expected. This is the alternative story of the Tesla Robotaxi CyberCab, and it starts with the price that quietly changed. Part 1. The price that didn't make sense anymore for years. Tesla's Robotaxi conversation revolved around one number: $25,000. It became shorthand for Tesla's next revolution. The affordable autonomous vehicle that would replace ownership, destroy ride-hailing, and redefine transportation. But here's the thing. That number no longer fits. Not with what Tesla is building now. Not with what's happening inside Giga Texas. And not with the way Elon Musk has changed his language. Because recently, something subtle happened. Elon stopped anchoring the Robotaxi to a consumer price. No more $25,000 car for everyone. No more mass-market ownership framing. Instead, he started talking about cost per mile, fleet economics, utilization rates, manufacturing throughput. That shift matters. Because when a company stops talking about sticker price and starts talking about unit economics, it means the product is no longer meant to be sold like a car. It's meant to be deployed like infrastructure. And infrastructure pricing plays by different rules. Part 2. Inside Giga Texas. Why the design changed. Cut to interior factory visuals. Machines, casting presses. Inside Giga Texas. Tesla isn't just building Model Es and Cybertrucks, they're rethinking how a vehicle exists. Sources close to supplier networks noticed something unusual. Fewer traditional interior components, ordered reduced seat variation, no steering assemblies tied to specific VIN runs, increased orders for structural castings without driver interfaces. That points to one thing. The CyberCab is not a modified car, it's a purpose-built autonomous platform. And when you design a vehicle only for autonomy, you remove steering wheels, pedals, driver displays, airbags designed for front seat drivers, complex human-machine interface systems. What replaces them? A symmetrical cabin, durable materials, easy clean surfaces, seats optimized for short urban trips, sensors and compute prioritized over luxury. This isn't a car, it's a robot on wheels. And that design change alone slashes cost. Part 3. Why Tesla had to lower the price. Here's the part nobody wants to admit. The Robotaxi didn't get cheaper because Tesla wanted to be generous. It got cheaper because it had to. Why? Because autonomy doesn't win on wow factor, it wins on math. For a Robotaxi fleet to dominate Uber, Lyft, and private vehicles, it must beat them on cost per mile, reliability, maintenance, downtime, energy efficiency. And here's the uncomfortable truth. A $25,000 Robotaxi still isn't cheap enough. Once you factor in sensors, compute hardware, battery degradation, insurance, cleaning software, overhead, idle time, the margins shrink fast. So Tesla did what Tesla always does. They redesigned the entire system. Part 4. The new real price and what it means. Instead of asking, how cheap can we sell this? Tesla asked, how cheap can we build this at scale? And that's where the real price change happened. Industry analysts tracking casting volumes and supplier bids estimate that Tesla is targeting a manufacturing cost significantly lower than expected. Not $25,000 retail, but closer to low to mid-teens in thousands per unit to build. Why does that matter? Because Tesla doesn't need to sell the CyberCab, they need it to earn. If a CyberCab costs Tesla roughly $15,000 to manufacture, and it generates revenue daily, autonomously, then every mile becomes profit. At that point, Tesla isn't a car company. It's a transportation utility. Part 5. Elon Musk's quiet confirmation. Elon Musk rarely lies about minds, but he often telegraphs strategy through wording. And lately his language has shifted. He now talks about Robotaxi in terms of network density, fleet rollout, city-by-city deployment, regulatory readiness, data scaling. He doesn't talk about trims, colors, personal ownership, monthly payments. That's not accidental. Because the CyberCab isn't designed for you. It's designed for cities, for Tesla-owned fleets, for 24/7 utilization. And when you realize that, the new price makes sense. Part 6. Why this design only works now. Let's be clear. Tesla could not have built this vehicle 5 years ago. Not because of hardware, but because of software maturity. The CyberCab relies on vision-only autonomy, neural network training at massive scale, dojo compute, real-world fleet learning, edge case saturation. This design only works if the car never needs a human, never expects intervention, can operate safely without controls. That's why the design change matters. It's not cosmetic. It's a declaration. Tesla believes autonomy is good enough or close enough to remove the human entirely. Part 7. Why Giga Texas is the key. Why Texas? Because Giga Texas is not just a factory, it's an experiment. Mega castings, structural battery packs, simplified assembly lines, high automation density. The CyberCab is being designed to move through that factory faster than any Tesla before it. Fewer parts, fewer stations, less human labor, which means lower cost, higher volume, faster scaling. This is manufacturing as strategy. Part 8.